What is going on, everyone? Chris with Journos, Comics, and Pop Culture. I am so excited to do this video today, guys. I am continuing my theme of MCU spec books, guys. And today we are focused on Spider-Man 3 spec books that you can invest in before we get any more information regarding Spider-Man 3, before we get a trailer, and of course before the release of the film itself. Before I go into it though, guys, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please take some time to do so. Check out all the awesome links below, including Journos Comics official merch, how to become a patron for only $3.99 a month to help support the channel and get awesome extra perks as well, and all the other channel affiliates below, guys. But let's get into this video. For those that know me, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Spider-Man has been my #1 favorite superhero since I was a little kid, and I'm extremely excited about Spider-Man 3. Obviously, it's been delayed a little bit, but we are just 1 year away, and I can't wait. I can't wait for a trailer, guys, and there's been talk that we might get some type of teaser trailer Christmas Day. Look out for that. I don't know if it's true, but if we do, woo, get ready for some books to start shooting through the roof if we get a glimpse at anything. But guys, I have a list here today. I have a list of some books that are obviously valuable blue chip keys that are worth a good amount of money already. But then I got some other books that are extremely affordable that are just really based on all this, the talk that's going on about what may be going on in this film. And they're really affordable books. And I'm really playing around with this and having a lot of fun to, you know, dive into some things that could possibly show up on the big screen in the MCU, guys. Without further being said, let's get into our first of 9 books, guys. All right. My first book is Amazing Spider-Man number 109. This is the first Doctor Strange in a Spider-Man ongoing series. Now, keep in mind, Doctor Strange did show up in Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 2. All right, and that's a really good one to seek if you want to speculate on the Doctor Strange Spider-Man team up. That book is definitely spiked since the announcement a little bit. It's still, you know, decently affordable. Annuals tend to not you know, get too crazy high in value unless there's some big first appearance of Sinister Six, right? But this is the first book that we see Doctor Strange in the ASM run, and it's definitely a decently sought after book. It's an early Bronze Age book. CGC 9.6 fair market value, guys. $303. 9.8, it definitely gets up there. High raw, though, on the market, and again, I'm going to explain, a high raw doesn't mean a high grade raw. It means the highest dollar amount sold. $35, not too bad. So again, we don't know what grade that is, but average raw, about $18, guys. If you can find this book anywhere from, I would say, $20 to $35 in a fine grade or higher, I think that's definitely a steal. These early Bronze Age Spider-Man books are valuable books just in general. Not valuable as in huge, big keys, but, you know, they're books that are going to hold their value and increase over time slowly for that long term. But this is a book after we see Doctor Strange and Spidey team up in Spider-Man 3, which we know for sure is going to happen. I think this book is going to have a lot more demand to it. So again, just a really nice book to spec on and invest in. All right, guys, let's go to our second book. All right, how about some Venom and Carnage action? Now, I may be getting ahead of myself because, you know, we have Venom 2 coming out. We know that Tom Hardy and Tom Holland's respective characters, the Venom and Spider-Man, are going to show up in a film together. And I have a feeling that we are either going to see Venom and Carnage team up against Spider-Man, or Venom and Spider-Man team up against Carnage, or Venom and Carnage against Spider-Man, and then, you know, Eddie Brock figures out he's got to team up with Peter to take down Carnage. I don't know. But look, we might get our first hint of, if not Carnage, at least Venom in Spider-Man 3. But regardless, I think this is a good book to spec on. This is Amazing Spider-Man 362. It's the first Venom Carnage team up and first Venom Carnage cover. It's the second appearance of Carnage, well, second full appearance, technically. Beautiful, beautiful cover. CGC 9.8, guys, still extremely affordable. Fair market value of just about $115 and a 9.8. High raw, 80 bucks. Average raw, $12. This is still a very affordable book for what I feel, even just for the cover alone. Very iconic cover where you see Venom in Carnage for the first time. Again, a lot riding on this book in terms of not just for Spider-Man 3, but for, you know, the future of the Venomverse or the Sony SpiderVerse in totality, right? We know Carnage is coming, and we know at some point Tom Holland Spider-Man is going to team up or be seen with Venom. All right, moving on though, guys. Book number 3. All right, here's another one, guys. Amazing Spider-Man 101 First Appearance of Morbius. This is a blue chip key book. This is a book that's already been through the roof. You know, we had the announcement of Morbius. We got the trailer. Obviously, the Morbius film was put on hold due to the pandemic. But look, guys, this book, outside of it being a blue chip key, I have a theory. I have a theory that Morbius is going to, in some way, team up or be a part of the MCU/Sonyverse Sinister Six. Now, look, we already got Michael Keaton's Vulture in the trailer with Morbius, talking to Michael Morbius. So something's going on there, guys. I think this character, I have a good feeling for the Morbius film when we finally see it. And I think we are going to see Morbius cross over in more ways than we think right now with the MCU and with Tom Holland Spider-Man. So first appearance of Morbius in the CGC 9.0 fair market value, $934, guys. Yeah, anything higher than a 9.0, you're getting over $1,000 mark. High raw, check this out. High raw, $13.25. So you can already see how valuable this book is. Average raw, $600. This is one of those books, again, I like to say this a lot, you missed it. You know, if you don't have it right now, guys, this is one book. Amazing Spider-Man is my Grail run. I don't have this book, guys. I don't. I know, bummer, right? This book is one that I really think that we missed even any type of bubble. I don't think this is going to bubble and fizzle off. I think this book is going to continue to at least hold that threshold and then gain value long term. And guys, keep in mind, if you can't find this book, his second appearance in Amazing Spider-Man 102, second best thing, right? I always talk about second appearances as being second best things. So, all right, moving on, guys. Guess what? I got more Morbius action. And this one, much more affordable, guys. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 141. Let me tell you why this is key, and it goes to what I was just saying. This is the first Morbius team up with the original Sinister Six members. In which Sinister Six members? 2 of them that we've already seen in the MCU. Vulture and Mysterio. And then, of course, we got Doc Ock. Now, this book speaks to what I was saying about how I think that Morbius is going to team up with some of these members. And guys, I don't think Mysterio's dead. I don't think we've seen the last of Jake Gyllenhaal. I think we're going to see him again as Mysterio. I do not think he's dead. He's got more tricks up his sleeve. So this is really vital to me because I think we're going to see this play out similar to this type of team up, guys. CGC 9.6, fair market value, $210. High raw, $50. Again, don't know what grade that is, but this is a really nice, affordable Bronze Age book. I have this book, but my book is, I do believe this is the book where somebody colored a happy face on Mephisto's helmet. So mine, just because of that, isn't very high grade, but I'm glad I have the book regardless. ASM 141, guys, this could be a sleeper. This could be a sleeper. All right, moving on, guys. ASM number 16. Guys, Charlie Cox, reprising his role is Daredevil, is like right there to be confirmed. I mean, it's been confirmed by sources, stated so by other sources, but we haven't heard it confirmed from, the horse's mouth. We have not had Marvel come out or Disney and say that Charlie Cox is going to reprise his role as Daredevil. And if it's going to be in Spider-Man 3, I believe it to be true. I believe it to be true. And guys, we all know that, Daredevil #1 has Spider-Man in it, which I still think is a decently undervalued book, but obviously, tough on the wallet already. But Amazing Spider-Man 16 is the first Daredevil in an ongoing Spider-Man series. CGC 8.5, guys, fair market value $986. Anything above that is hitting over the $1,000 mark. High raw $711. Average raw sale $121. You can still find a decent mid grade of this book, guys, for not too much if you think about it. I mean, issue number 16, guys. This is a 1964 book, really early Spider-Man Silver Age, classic yellow Daredevil costume. And if we see Tom Holland and Charlie Cox together, man, people are going to go wild, dude. It's going to be crazy. I just know it. Again, this is just a book that is an awesome Silver Age book to have. And let me tell you something. I call ASM my Grail run, guys, because especially these Silver Age Spider-Man books are definitely sought after. Even the run fillers, man, there's so much action-packed goodness in the early Spider-Man books, and this is one of them, regardless of movie spec and movie hype. Moving on, though, guys. This is where we get into some fun, and this is me really kind of playing into the imagination of what they can do in a Spider-Man 3 if they go the Spider-Verse. Okay, we've had all these theories. Now, I could have talked about the first appearance of, Electro with Jamie Foxx coming back. I could have talked about the first appearance of Doc Ock with Alfred Molina said to be reprising his role as Doc Ock. We even heard talks, is Willem Dafoe going to come back and all this stuff. I could have talked about all these crazy blue chip key books that are just out of a lot of our pocketbooks, right? But this is what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about some real Spider-Verse possibilities, guys. When you talk about multiverse in the deeper mythos of Spider-Man and in the comic books. And J.M. Straczynski really did this in his run of Amazing Spider-Man, and that's why I got this book right here, Amazing Spider-Man number 30. That's volume 2, number 30, guys. This is the first appearance of Ezekiel in Moreland. Guys, Ezekiel is a spider-based character. He has the basically similar abilities as Spider-Man, but he didn't go the superhero route, right? And there's a lot of mythos in terms of the spider totem. And this is one thing that Straczynski brought to the table of Spider-Man that I thought was amazing. And it really tied into Madam Web. And the guys, I could have talked about Madam Web's first appearance in this. I could have picked that as on this list too, because that's another one that I think can tie in. But that's already been getting hot for its own reasons. But the mythos of the spider totem, guys, is something that I think if we see a Spider-Verse, I think that can play out. I think that can play out, and it could be really well done with when you think about the relationship between Marvel Studios and Sony and how they can really elaborate their partnership and continue to create all this crazy Spider-Verse content, right? So this book right here in the CGC 9.8, fair market value $114, still really affordable. High raw $45, average raw $9, guys. So again, this is one that's just really, really affordable. And I think that especially if you guys can find a raw copy of this book for under $40, get it in a nice press and try to have it come back at 9.8. This is a book that is already a solid investment just for that. But again, if we see either of these characters, Ezekiel or Moreland, in the MCU, hey, we might even see them in the animated Into the Spider-Verse. They can go that route as well. But let's move on, guys. We're going to dive deeper into the Spider-Verse here. And this was when Slott was on it, but Slott wouldn't have been... I really... It's not that I hate Dan Slott. I really disliked a lot of what he did with Spider-Man, but he took in the mythos that was created by Straczynski and kind of carried it on to the Spider-Verse, and I actually liked the Spider-Verse. So this is Spider-Verse number 1, volume 1, guys. Keep that in mind. This is the 2014 release. This is the first appearance of multiple multiverse characters. Multiple. There's just like a plethora of, what can be done with so many different incarnations of, different people that exist as one way in the 616 universe and a different way in the 610 universe, whatever the case may be. This book is extremely, extremely affordable, guys. Right now, there's only one CGC sale on available to gauge, and that's a 9.8 $50 sale. High Ross, $6, guys. You can go on, I believe you could go on My Comic Shop right now and find this book for $6. Probably in near mint condition. I highly recommend getting this book if you want to really speculate on something and you don't want to break your bank at all. Few dollars, you can get this book, guys. Like I said, it's a great read too. If you haven't read SpiderVerse, I enjoyed it. All right, guys. So we're still kind of diving into the SpiderVerse theme of things. And this is Superior Spider-Man number 32. This is the first appearance of Karn, who is the Master Weaver. Now, issue number 33 is the first appearance of the Master Weaver, who is Karn, but we are introduced to him as Karn first. This book's a little more valuable, whereas 33, I mean, it's still really just a cover price book. This book, high raw, $7, CGC 9.8, $40, still extremely affordable. So Karn is a part of the Inheritors, who's out to basically they feed off of the spider people, and it's basically they're there to, not to dive too deep into the story, but they want to eliminate the spider totem, right? And again, it really dives into what I think a live action Spider-Verse can do down the road. I think a lot of these characters have a lot of potential. And again, playing on what Sony can do outside of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And this is another reason why I think maybe Marvel is agreeing to go this kind of Spider-Verse route, is because it opens up the door for their relationship with Sony to still keep Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU, but it allows these open portals to have Sony have so many other incarnations to deal with on their own, right? All right, moving on those guys. This book right here is my whammy. This is the last book on, not my whammy, excuse me, my hidden gem out of the back pocket, guys. This is Spectacular Spider-Man number 22. This is the first Moon Knight in a Spider-Man ongoing series. And you may ask, Chris, why is this book on the list? And I'm going to shock you guys. And this is my humble opinion, guys. Don't take my word for it. We're going to see Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. In Spider-Man 3? Maybe. But if not in Spider-Man 3, maybe we see Tom Holland in the Moon Knight series. I don't know. Guys, I'm just, like I said, I'm having fun with this. I really think that this could happen. And I think that if it did, it would be great, especially looking at the characters, the actors and what they can do with these characters. But look, we have all this spec. We have Alfred Molina, we have Jamie Foxx coming back. We have, supposedly, Maguire and Garfield and Dunst and all these people are coming back. So no, throw Emma Stone in the mix, throw Willem Dafoe in the mix. They're just throwing everything out there. Hey, why, Daredevil's going to show up. Doctor Strange is showing up. Why not Moon Knight? Why not Moon Knight? Spectacular Spider-Man number 22. First Moon Knight in the Spider-Man ongoing series, guys. Affordable book. CGC 9.8, fair market value, $120. High raw, guys, $14. Look, here's the thing. Let me wrap this all up in this. I have books on this list that I do feel are very specific to what we know is going to play out in Spider-Man 3, but I also have other books that are, like I said, it's me using my imagination. And look, I've read almost every Spider-Man book ever published, and it's me using my my knowledge of the character and of these characters and saying, well, how can they work these things in? And I'm just throwing this stuff out there, guys. So at the end of the day, whenever I talk about books you could spec on, books to invest in, don't take my word at face value. None of this is for certain. None of these characters are bound to show up with Spider-Man and do this or do that. But look, it's always fun to talk about it. And hey, if you can find these books for a good fair market value already, if they are something that you enjoy outside of just speculating on it, you enjoy the characters, or you enjoy taking the risk, why not? Just understand, do your own research, take your time, be patient, and buy what you enjoy at the end of the day. But I thought I had a lot of fun putting all these books together, guys. Like I said, there could have been so many more that I put on this list. But I hope you guys enjoyed the list. I hope you took something out of it. I want to know what you guys think below. I want to know what you guys thought of the books. I want to know what you guys thought of the certain characters that I talked about, especially a possible Tom Holland and Oscar Isaac Spider-Man Moon Knight team up. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have any of these books already, or if any of these books are on your binoculars. All right, guys, with that being said, again, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please take some time to do so. Thank you all for watching. Be well, and until next time.